So now that you moved to Fresno, what is it like being a city boy?
Oh, I love it. Love it. You know, being a country boy has its good moments, but let's be real. When everything's close by, it's like the best.
Haven't got mugged yet.
But it is one of my bucket list. You know how like the movie Kick-Ass? Like I want to be like that.
I feel like dudes fantasize about getting mugged or robbed.
Right? You go to like a
Because they're
alley.
like, dude, I would kick that guy's ass. Fuck yeah. I just want to get mugged so I can beat someone's ass.
Exactly. You know what's
But like, dude, you would just... You would get your ass beat. The second they break those glasses, it's over.
It's over. I'll be blind. I'll be like,
You're gonna be blind, dude.
I'll be like, oh shit.
They're not even gonna hit you, dude. You're just gonna pull them off, and then you're just gonna be like, oh, why does it hurt so much? Oh, why do I think this would be cool? And then the rest is just you recovering in the hospital for like 12 months, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how many times have you gone to a fight in your lifetime?
Once.
Once.
One time.
In school, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were there. I punched... and I went to the office. It was like 7th grade. I broke his Hitler tape.
Did it really?
Yeah, dude. He had a documentary, a Hitler documentary.
Right.
And he brought it to school to show the teacher who was really into like World War II. So she played it for a class, and I don't know what he did. The teacher gave it back to him. He's like, "Oh, thank you for bringing it to class."
Yeah.
And he was all proud of it, right?
Yeah.
Like a proud boy, right? And I don't know, he made me angry, so I grabbed it. And I took it to the desk, you know, the desk had bars, and I just, like, I cracked it in half. And he's like, what the fuck, right? So we're outside. After that, like, no, he snitches me out. He tells the teacher, he broke my Hitler tape. He's like, why'd you do that, you know?
Yeah.
Did you really do that? And I was like, yeah, I fucking broke his Hitler tape. Right? And then we walk outside, right?
Yeah.
And I punch him in the face, like, you know. And it was like, this was my first time punching somebody. Your first punch is gonna be a miss, or it's gonna be like a weak punch. Have you ever punched in a dream and it feels like you're not punching hard enough?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it felt. It didn't land. You know, like you know the moves when you land it.
Yeah.
It just went. It felt like even my hand went, and I was like,
just bounce off. It's like grease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna get mugged, dude, you're gonna get your ass beat.
Oh yeah.
Because the person that's mugging probably has more experience mugging people than you have experience being mugged.
Almost went out on a date with a 50-year-old woman. Because I'm like, hey, I know a place, Yard House. I've been there like 3 times. Let's go out. I didn't even check her age yet. And she's like, oh yeah, I think I met you before. I'm like, that's kind of odd. I'm like, what do you mean by that? This is literally the first time I met you.
I babysat you once.
I babysat. Wait a minute. You told me she loves Yard House and it'll be a great choice. I'm like, cool, awesome.
It's like I can see your discounts.
I can see. And then eventually I'm like, you know what? Let me check something real quick. And that's when I saw her age. And I'm like, oh, you know what? I gotta work tomorrow.
Dude, you should have tried it out. Honestly, you should have tried it out.
Here's the reason why I had to change my mind. At first I was like, okay, 50, okay, maybe that's a bit too much. But you know what? I'll give it a try, just like you said. But then I'm like, you know what? You look very nicely, you know, and everything like that. But she's like, well, just to let you know, they're all filters.
She did tell you though. She was being honest.
Okay.
You can bet.
So she basically went, you're getting catfished. Just like when we go to the restaurant,
you're gonna get catfished.
It's gonna be a completely different pursuit that you're in.
It's literally gonna be a man.
It's gonna be Urkel.
It's gonna be an Indian.
Did I do that? As he's being arrested.
Who, her or him?
Both.
Exactly. He's on a podcast right now.
Yeah.
Saying, I almost went out with a 32-year-old, and then there's like all kinds of old ladies like, you should have tried it, girl. You should have tried it. Here's the thing, though. He said, just to let you know, there are no filters.
Oh shit.
But I will say, just like how Nora said, at least she was being honest. I do respect that. Mm-hmm. But at that point, it kind of went down for me already. Like, you know,
it softened.
Yeah, it softened. It did.
Yeah.
It softened. So I have these cameras, right, in the apartments because I felt a bit scared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a notification somebody was in the front,
Yeah.
and it was the maintenance guy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he was just doing his thing, right? Just kind of like sweeping around, whatever.
Yeah.
But then he looked up at the corner of the window and he saw the camera, and he stopped. He's like. He gets close. He's like, and he fucking runs off. So I felt embarrassed. So I took it down.
No.
So I took it down. I was like, I don't want to scare this guy.
No. Literally everybody does it.
Yeah?
If you look around, if you really look around,
Yeah.
I see so many of them.
He ran off?
He ran off.
He just took off?
He's like, and he took off.
She's like, no wonder he's been missing for the last 2 weeks.
No, you put it back. Because
Put it back?
obviously, like, I'm telling you, I heard someone sold someone's underwear.
Really?
Just saying.
There's a panty in the loose burglar out there.
He's saying this as like there's some pennies hanging in his room.
In his room, yeah. It's like a red room.
I gotta let this bad boy develop.
I went to LA and I went to this party, right? I was gonna be DD.
She thought Twisted Tea was just tea, so she's like, "Oh, I'm a sober driver. I should drink tea."
I drank those,
She was drinking Twisted
which
Tea.
they have alcohol.
And you couldn't taste the alcohol.
No. I was like, this tea tastes weird. I was like, I could have sworn that these were alcoholic, but I could not find it on the can.
And that day, she landed a plane full of people on the freeway. They all died. She landed it.
So I do Uber Eats, right? And I was up in River Park next to Lazy Dog, and I got an order. $86 to drive from like River Park all the way to like maybe up in the hills. And I get a message, ding. There's a tip underneath the orange can with the winky face. I get there, right? There's like 2 gates. I have to like use the codes and everything like that. And then they have like this massive mansion.
Whoa.
Loaded with cars. You see like the you know those infinity pools?
Yeah.
It was in the back, you could see it. And it was like that. I was like, these guys are loaded, right? Like they're very nice. $60. Tip.
Wow.
And then I take off and I texted the owner's like, oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
This means a lot. And then later on, I get another $40. So a total of $100 tip.
You know $100 tip?
$100.
Okay, I need to get on that.
Yeah.
Just to see if I can get something like that.
It was pretty cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
She'd have been like, this is gonna feed my kids for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh.
Oh.
45.
I remember the early 2000s, like the style. That's right. Baggy jeans, spiky hair, right?
Bleach spiky hair.
Yeah.
The
What
girls
about
were-
ice
The
tips?
girls were like
The eyebrows were super thin.
taking pictures at the mall. They would give it to the boys at school, and they would put them in the binders.
Mm-hmm.
See, but that's cool. Like now, what is a boy gonna get from a girl that is mean? February dump. You see,
This is her dump. Damn, she was holding it the whole month. The whole month of February, which is the worst because she was eating hella chocolates and like
Oh.
and she's like, he's like, damn, I got her pregnant for Valentine's. Fool. Like, March comes along and she's like,
No, but see, it sucks if it's the 29th, so she has to wait for another day.
it's a leap year.
I think when I was a lot more younger, there'll be a lot of like signals that girls would give me, and I would like, it would just fly over my head.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, what? Yeah.
Like, guys, what does it mean when girls send you their bottom? There's pictures of their bottom. What does that mean? Dude, I think they want to have sex with you. Why are they showing me their bottoms? We got some of these half domes from Tioga Sequoia. Strawberry half dome though.
Ooh.
What do you think? Craft beer for those who want to get drunk and feel superior to everyone else.
Tastes better out of the can than from the pour.
You're drinking beer from the pour.
I was gonna say from the poor. Drinking from the poor. It's literally like an old man with like no shirt on or whatever.
Hey, you want some beer?
He wants some beer.
She's like, go, 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 go. Oh,
What was that at the end?
you know what? I don't like this.
I burnt my cigarette butt in there.
He's like, yeah, it's all backwash.
Ah! So you say you go to the gym?
Are you gonna go to the gym right now?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah. It's because my schedule's like this right now. Like right now it's 11:24, so I already be at work. I went 58 times this year already.
Are you
The
serious?
gymnasium? And how many of those did you work out? You're like 8.
8. Once.
Once. He's like, I go to check out the girl.
It's all just truckers too because they have the same schedule.
Yeah. Every once in a while, I'll see like a couple. I'm like, I'm gonna do better.
I'm gonna do better.
You're not even pulling on the machine. You're just literally going.
Yeah.
And they're like, is that guy okay?
Just standing doing that.
Outside the gym.
Outside the gym.
by the car. You want a membership? It's like, I already got one. I just got it so I can park here next to the mountain bikes. People don't judge me when I get out.
Is it a habit now?
It is a habit because if I don't do it anymore, I feel like angry. Like my body feels angry. It's like, why don't you go?
But in reality, you put on shorts, get ready for the gym, and then you put on your VR headset and put on the fucking Planet Fitness app. It shows that you're like riding one of those like bikes in the VR.
Yeah.
But for the pedaling,
yeah,
you literally are just doing this.
To the controller.
And somehow you're breaking a sweat, bro. Like there's like it's sweaty and shit, and you're just like, this is so realistic.
It's just like from the goggles down.
Even in the VR, you don't work out. You just stand around just like on your Instagram. You're just like, oh, that's cool. Instagram is set up so that it plays through the app as I'm in the VR. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, you can even take pictures.
It's you with the VR set.
Big ass neck. From all the weight.
No, dude,
and big old,
it's worse.
Big old fingers and big old neck, just like you said. Because if I don't go, I get angry. That was what you said.
I get angry.
Holy shit! There was a dog.
Yeah.
And I was just like sitting there in the playground like that, and I'm like Toy Story. Like,
yeah.
She's just waiting there for the kids to go to sleep, and she's gonna like walk around, walk
shit.
over to Belma. Mom, what is my mommy?
She looks like she just had a baby, and it's like some chubby lady.
But like the next day we saw it at night. It was just laying there like that.
Yeah.
The fucking eyes open, one open, you know, and like inside like that. and then the next day we go like picking up trash, and there's like body parts, like the head, the fucking like, the feet, and everything. We picked it up in parts and tossed it in the trash.
Oh, dude.
We're like, this is Toy Story. Each part's gonna take a journey, and it's gonna be like its own movie. It's just Nemo like in swimming, and then the fucking turtle comes out. She's like, she's choking on the fucking butt. Who threw this plastic in the trash?
Wow, we should have chopped that up.
You know that's true. We never seen a horror film like Disney based style, right?
Coco was pretty scary. They went to Mexico.
Oh, guys, okay, so my friend got engaged. Yay! She wants to go on a cruise. You can just go and see, you know what they say about bridesmaids.
I'll wear my cowboy boots.
Oh, they're gonna be like,
They're like, a cowboy on a ship?
ah, I think that's called a pirate.
Are we being fucking bored?
Guys!
I punched a Nazi in 7th grade.
Yeah.
I punched a Nazi in 7th grade. What's wrong with that? Indiana Jones did it. Why can't I do that? I'm not allowed to punch Nazis. She doesn't want me to punch Nazis.
Better not.
Actually, we were friends with this Hitler.
Okay, that's it. Hold on. We were not. We were not friends with a Nazi. I punched a Nazi in 7th grade, and that's all I want to say. He let the teacher borrow a tape that he had about Hitler, and she put it on, and she was all happy about it. And she gave it back to him, like, oh, thank you for bringing that fucking home tape from Hitler, his grandfather. Like, who knows? So I cracked it, and then I punched him in the face. I cracked this tape, and I punched him in the face.
Was it a family, like, heirloom?
I don't know. Maybe. Imagine. This show's funny because they cuss. I'm only 7 years old. Listen to cussing. Back in school, we used to dream about this every day. And then you say, could it really happen? Could it really happen? And then we all say, or do you dream just fade away? Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Back again.
Okay, here we go. Guys! Motown Philly's back again. Do-do-do-do-do. Motown Philly's back again. Doing a little East Coast swing. Boys to men going off. Not too hard, not too soft. Thanks for watching. That was February Dump. Are you signing out, Sal?
I am signing
Should
out.
all sign out.
Sign out.
Plug.